Captain on the bridge.
Alright, captains, we are back on the bridge, and today, yes, we got some things to go over from the Star Trek Online X feed, so on screen. Yes, captains, before we get into this video, do us a huge favor, hit that like button. Also, if you're new here, welcome. Consider subscribing here to our YouTube bridge, as we're always on the lookout for like-minded captains. We're going to share our love, our passion, or Star Trek Online, but also things Star Trek. Now that said, here we go. Captains, we have some blogs to go over. So what we're going to do is go over them, of course, drop our ECs, and then at the end, give our conclusion. So first up, we're celebrating Star Trek's upcoming birthday with a special in-game museum of the Federation's history on all platforms. So here it goes. Love this image right here of all the hero ships. Of course, these are the ships also included in the 10th anniversary bundle, which we're so close to getting as of this video on the PS4 bridge. But we'll go here, Star Trek Day. We're celebrating Star Trek's upcoming birthday with a special in-game museum of the Federation's history. So on September 8th, 1966, the world first met a group of people and a ship that would change our lives forever. Pitched as a wagon train to the stars and brought to TV by a force of Lucille Ball's will, Gene Roddenberry's Star Trek hit tiny television screens around the world and immediately captured hearts and minds. Through 3 seasons and decades in syndication, the original series started a movement that still lasts today. More than half a century later, we live in a time where there's more new Star Trek than ever before, and we're looking forward to celebrating the franchise's birthday soon with the rest of our Star Trek family. From August 10th to the 24th on all platforms, there will be a special Starfleet museum in orbit above Deep Space Nine and Earth Space Dock. The museum contains the starring ships of the Star Trek movies, television, and more. Hailing each ship will give you words from their crew and both in-universe and behind-the-scenes facts about the ship and show. Hailing all 10 of the ships will grant you a special title, Historical Documents Expert. We hope you enjoy the celebration, captains. Happy early Star Trek Day. Indeed, it's early. I don't know why they couldn't make it at that time. They probably have something special planned, which I think is probably going to be the release of the new or the next featured episode here in Star Trek Online. Now, I love how they say Starfleet Museum. It would have been great if they would have actually given us the Starfleet Museum that we saw in Star Trek Picard. But it is what it is. It is pretty cool having them there, but I mean, I don't really think it's a museum at all, just ships there floating around Space Dock and Deep Space Nine. But we'll have it, and again, captains, that is from August 10th, and it goes until August 24th. So that is the release of this video. It'll be after the patch, but we'll get to that in a bit. So there's that. Next up, here we have, well, hey, thank you so much to Space.com for putting us at number 1 on their list of the greatest Star Trek games of all time. We're honored to be among such esteemed company. So it does bring us to a link here. So what we're going to do is go over this quickly on the ships, or the ships, not the games that made it onto the list. But of course, anything that we do, captains, always will be in the description below, so you can look at it at your own pace. So we'll start here. So best Star Trek games of all time. We're not going to go through all of this, but just scan it briefly. So boldly go where no one has gone before with our in-depth ranked list of the best Star Trek games of all time. So at number 10, they put Star Trek Prodigy Supernova. Now we have a video plan for Star Trek Prodigy, even though we don't cover it, but some exciting news have come across that we've come across that we want to, of course, drop our EC. So that made it into number 10. Next up was Star Trek Klingon Academy. Quite an older game. We haven't actually played this one, but have heard a lot of captains do like this game. At number 8, Star Trek Invasion. Again, another game that we didn't play, but that was all on PS1. Those were the days. Next up, Star Trek Elite Force 2. that's quite interesting there. So again, PC, again, a game from the past. And of course, we have Star Trek Bridge Crew. This is a game that I've almost played, but I saw some of the gameplay and kind of got turned off because when you're in the bridge here, you would like to think you'd want to recreate what you saw on screen. So kind of be, not saying serious, it is a game, for the most part, but when I saw some people playing it, they were kind of just sort of, joking around. It kind of took the mood away from me. And or if I tried it and went to sort of a open lobby and got random people, at least from what it looked like was happening, some took it seriously, some didn't. But I think that would just kill the mood. Now, of course, you can play with friends, that would make it, more immersion feeling. But I still think that even then, you still can't help but joke here around. So it might be a game that I'd try for a sort of solo play, see how that goes. But it is an interesting thing because it does remind me of Bridge Commander, which is one of our favorite games, which is, of course, on this list. But there's that. Star Trek Deep Space Nine, The Fallen. This I didn't actually know of, but it made it to number 5. But again, back in the early 2000s there. Again, Star Trek Voyager Elite Force. So Elite Force 2 made it to 7, but the original was 4th in this list here. And if that's Janeway, dear Lord, look how far we have come. But again, throughout the years, I've heard people do like and love this game. Number 3, Star Trek Starfleet Command 3. This indeed, I totally remember playing, and yes, I would probably rank this pretty high also, because I remember spending hours playing this game. And I even had the mod for this where you can actually get updated skins and even have better loaded out ships. And again, hours upon hours of just playing this game. And even though it was kind of 2D, if it's just 2D kind of movement here, didn't really have an up or down axis, but this still felt very Trek to me, especially when it came to managing your ship's power, shield, everything. It was a really, really technical game, and I remember the learning curve for this game was so steep. But when you got it, man, I loved all 3 games of this Star Trek Starfleet Command 1, 2, and 3. But 3, of course, gave us the current ships, of course, the Sovereign and Defiant. You can also use that, and the story was pretty cool too. And of course, speaking of Star Trek Bridge Commander, here it is at number 2 with Rocky. I mean, at helm there. I don't think he was at helm. I think he was at tactical. But again, this I would love to have a Star Trek Bridge Commander 2. I can only imagine how that would be this time if they remade it in our time here now. It would probably be really good because you can always go between space view and then bridge view. And then it just really felt like a complete experience. Then you can also have a mod, and I did mod this for the Kobayashi Maru mod. And till this day, I know there are a lot of people who still mod this game. And we do have this, and we have played it. And of course, we probably plan on getting back to this as well to actually finish it, because we actually never finished the story, I think. But again, glad I have it. Glad, again, I remember hours of just doing skirmishes in this game. But at number 1, look at that. Our beloved Star Trek Online. That is amazing. And I know with the recent release of Star Trek Resurgence, that in itself is a great game for what it is. But Star Trek Online, for many years, carried the torch for Star Trek because there was no Star Trek in that time when this was on, around 2014 was actually when I started playing. But it has been a gateway for all the new Trek stuff that we've been seeing now in our time come into Star Trek Online. And you can get that experience there and create your tune, customize your ships, captains. You know how much we love this game. We play it nightly. And of course, we always try to cover the latest. And it's so awesome that Star Trek Online is recognized as the number 1, at least on this list. But I'd have to agree that Star Trek Online is pretty much number 1 at this point. So thought we got over that. Captains, let me know in the description below what your number 1, or at least the top 3 games are at this point in time. So there's that. Next up, hit the drills, captains on PC, and earn bonus dilithium throughout the game this weekend. Here we go, bonus dilithium weekend. Captains on PC can get bonus dilithium. Star Trek Online is running a special event where you can earn bonus dilithium ore by playing content throughout the game. It's time to hit the drills. Captains the Dilithium ore event runs on PC August 10th, as of this video, till August 14th. During the events, the bonus dilithium ore will be provided for the following content: the Vlugta asteroid field, of course, 100%. Bonus dilithium ore for the daily mining missions, 100%. Bonus for all rich dilithium claims. Fleet dilithium mine, again, 100%. Everywhere else in the game, 50% bonus dilithium ore. Dilithium rewards for completing event reputations projects no longer receive a bonus. This excludes event reputation projects. Please note the Dilithium event does not affect rewards from the Endeavor system. We hope you enjoy this special event, and we'll see you in game. PC wise, we're okay, and we may try to take advantage of that, but we are a little busy this weekend. But for you caps trying to gather in-game resources, here is a great time to do so. And captains, you know how we do it. We do our doffing, we do our admiralty, and we use the Voth battle zone mainly, especially before when it first started, to get that dilithium. So there's another way, and probably look out to that, see how busy it is, and probably try to hop onto the Voth battle zone dilithium mining there. Next up, we have here, that was for the PC bridge, now for the console bridge. So captains on Xbox and PlayStation can get double the upgrade points this weekend. Here your upgrade event. So captains on Xbox and PlayStation get double the upgrade points this weekend. Still striving to get the greatest performance out of your equipment. This weekend will be the perfect time to apply tech upgrades to your gear, as we're doubling the amount of technology points earned from each one applied. From August 10th to the 14th on PlayStation and on Xbox, every tech upgrade used will apply twice as many technology points toward your next upgrade. This in turn reduces the amount of dilithium that must be spent to reach each upgrade threshold, allowing captains additional chances to attain both mark and ready increases on their favored loadouts. So our recommendation here, captains, if you have those Phoenix tech upgrades, the best time to use them is this weekend. And we get them, of course, from the Phoenix prize pack from your Dilithium store. So there's that. So lastly here, we have the patch notes. So Star Trek Online will have PC maintenance tomorrow. An estimated downtime is 2.5 hours. So check over the patch notes here. So, of course, with that, it is the start of part 4 of the event campaign, which is the no-win scenario event. So this featured event is the 4th of a series of upcoming events that will participate in the latest multi-event system known as the event campaign. This event will include multiple TFOs featured individually in a combined featured event that will allow players to choose their preferred test each day. The event versions of Kobayashi Maru and Arena of Sompek can be accessed via the new event UI, accessible within your mission journal by pressing on the Events tab. Participating in this event will give all players the opportunity to win the Protostar Experimental Technology space set for their entire account. So again, pretty cool that we're getting at least some sort of Prodigy in Star Trek Online. Rewards players will be able to earn their daily progress once every 20 hours. Accruing a total of 14 days worth of daily progress will allow you to claim all of these rewards. Protostar Experimental Technology Space Set, see Protostar Multiplicative Covariant Shield, Protostar Omni-Beam Phaser, Protostar Dual Warp Core / Dual Singularity Core. 25,000 dilithium ore once only, 3 featured TF4 reward boxes once only. Each gives a choice of 1 specialization point or an enhanced universal tech upgrade. Bonus rewards. After claiming the grand prize, you will unlock the option of earning additional dilithium ore each day, beginning at 8,000 dilithium ore for the first day's completion and increasing for subsequent days. So captains, we always recommend, even after doing the event, after getting the prize, keep doing it for the dilithium bonus, but also the marks that you can, again, use for your reps, rep gear. And if you are done with that, get the marks anyways. You can convert those marks to dilithium ore, which of course you can refine and get Zen. There is a Zen buyout option for players interested in instantly completing the no-win scenario event. We'll be offering the option to purchase the remaining progress of this event at a scaling amount of Zen, as with other recent events. Now, both of these are pretty quick. We're probably going to do, again, just one or the other each day just to kind of change it up, but they're within 10 minutes. It's quick. So we recommend, if you can do it, captains, just do it to get your progress, even if it's just doing that and then logging out. Still a second chance at progress after the event has ended will remain in an all-new second chance interface, allowing the option to buy out the rewards long after the event has expired. Of course, for more information, please visit the Do You Believe in a No-Win Scenario blog here. So again, this will be in the description below if you captains want to go over that. So General resolved an issue that allowed some captains to accidentally hit their energy credit limit when claiming energy credits from their mail. So this has been an ongoing thing, so hopefully they get it this time. Resolved an issue that prevented the Shorts Terran 2 from being properly unlocked with the Mirror Universe bundle. Resolved an issue that caused the Undine Chirax Warship T6 to not commission with all of the items that were intended for captains below level 10. Resolved an issues that caused the Terran Empire Agony Phaser Weapons box not to grant the correct items to captains at level 50. Added the ability to equip the console Universal Nadion Saturation Bomb onto the Cyclone Intel Escort T6 ships. So that was just recently released, and finally they fixed that. Resolved an issue that caused the Advanced Inhibiting Polaron Heavy Turret to use the wrong FX when firing. Known issues. Currently, when the Protostar Multiplicative Covariant Shield Array is equipped, it will display no shields for shield regeneration rates in the Stats tab of the status window. The shields are granting shield regeneration rate, but it is not being displayed in this window. So already we have a feature, but they know about it, and hopefully they will get that fixed soon. So captains, that is the latest here from the Star Trek Online X feed. So do us a huge favor, hit that like button. Also, in the comments below, like I mentioned earlier, let us know your top 3 favorite Star Trek games of all time up to this point. And of course, if you're new here, consider subscribing here to our YouTube bridge. And of course, we will leave it on this note.
Live long and prosper.